This video is about the extraordinary, the extraordinary. There are three extraordinary topics that I have to share with you. Number one is the extraordinary achievement of the completion of the Wilson's Challenge by 8 paddlers today. Number two is about an extraordinary individual in a class of his own in respect of his positivity and his sheer will to live. So that's an update on Oscar. And the third extraordinary topic is that of the extraordinary patience possessed by my new stroke coach, Marcus Melck. Let's start with the third topic, as it is on display throughout the video. This was my first Miller's run in 5 months due to an enforced injury layoff, a case of double tendonitis in my elbow, caused probably by a non-existent stroke that overly stresses my arms and shoulders. I started stroke lessons just before Christmas, and it's fair to say that everything about my stroke needed and still needs correction. Whilst I've had only a handful of lessons from Marcus, he was confident that I was making solid progress. But as you will witness in this video, he's going to need to display extraordinary patience in continuing to work with me, as to my untrained eye, there is diddly squat evidence of any progress on today's run. Onto the Wilson's Challenge, which is the completion of 10 consecutive Miller's runs in one day. The level of fitness, skill, and mental fortitude and resilience that is required to accomplish this is, in my view, at the top of the percentile pile of endurance sport challenges. In my book, these paddlers are doing the equivalent of close to a couple of Dakar motorbike stages in one day. To put the effort and challenge into perspective, one of the first-time Dakar competitors, a guy called Dennis Muldenberger, age 47, his number is competitor number 140, who 5 years ago climbed Everest, shared the following on the Dakar news channel yesterday. If Dakar is a 10, then Everest was a 3. So huge congratulations to all the paddlers, and in particular Simon van Grayston, who established a new Wilson's record of 11 hours and 40 minutes. Simon, that is going to be an extraordinarily difficult record to beat. The other paddlers from left to right are Jared Shrimpton and Lake, Kenny Rice, Mike McLaughlin, Davy Brand, and Lee Moran. Jared, at 16 years and 4 months old, is the youngest ever person to have completed the Wilsons. I mean, that is just double XL, extraordinary. Our third and last extraordinary topic is that of Oscar. Just a quick recap. The end of November 2019, Oscar was diagnosed with the cancer multiple myeloma, for which there is no current cure. Oscar's strategy is to outlive the ravages of the disease, staying one step ahead until such time as a cure is found. Oscar has been having weekly chemo for the last 5 years with a variety of drugs, with treatments lasting typically 3 to 4 hours, but sometimes for the full day and sometimes even a week's hospitalization. Twice his doctors have summoned his family and told them that Oscar was on his way out. The first time was in October 23, and then again just over a year later in November last year, which is when Oscar decided to move back to South Africa for continued treatment, and he's recently completed a week's treatment of a new drug, teclistamab, in the Constantia Mediclinic with limited adverse side effects. Already he's back on his ski, and earlier today he completed another mid-morning Miller's run. Oscar's outlook on life and the challenges that she throws our way is simply extraordinary. Whilst the regular or normal cancer patient recovers on the couch or bed, understandably from a chemo session, Oscar has typically been for a paddle immediately after having the needle removed. Notwithstanding he's walking the tightrope on the brink of the here and now and the here and after for much of the last 5 years, he has never felt sorry for himself, has never given up hope, has never taken the weight off his front foot, and has always found the time to encourage and support others. Oscar's latest round of treatment is costing approximately $6,700 US per month, and only some of this is covered by his medical aid. Accordingly, a fundraising group, NoRetreatNoSurrender Fund, has been started to support him. The response from those who love Oscar has been astounding, but there's still a very long road ahead. If you would like to contribute to this fund, please see the banking details beneath the video. And if you'd like to join this WhatsApp group in which Oscar posts life and treatment updates, please message me directly. Oscar, you are truly extraordinary. Extraordinary. No retreat, no surrender.